Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check, 14. Check three.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Hey, 0.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Mike, move the team. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second down and goal. Wilson, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the crowd. Let's go.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Alpha. 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, we got 3 down. Come on, for 26, Mike. Go.
On 1st down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
280. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Good. No. Watch the eye.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Mark Barron just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
26, Mike. Coming to you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got to a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ready, set.
First and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You didn't want this. Shoot.
Right back to Connor here on first. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, wahoo! Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Ready?
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 30 base. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check, 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 check.
Allen taking it himself, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. One left, one left. 25, 25.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. $28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Go. We got motion. Back up. Switch. Check three. Check 50.
Here's Wilson. Gonna throw again. Dancing to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's gonna go down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Back. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
What? 280. 98's the mic. Yeah. Jim. Shift. Yeah, that's all right. 98. Watch 98's the mic. Easy. 285.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, Jet, get it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A run with Connor on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. You better bring it.
Now it's Connor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Zoo. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Time to go night-night.
To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
What? 190. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Got it. Coming my work. 198.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Ready to break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Hey, Orbit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Hit it.
On 2nd and 12. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st down, it's Connor. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Look at me. Door. Hey, exit. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, it's Carson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. I got it. Check. Crunch. Point that. 36. Slam.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Get it.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One fluff.
From the 39, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch out. Switch.
Now Wilson, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Gordon, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check it back. Check 3.
Now Wilson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
198. Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On the draw, Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Here's Connor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
50, plant. 56. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. L.J. Collier in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, Haywood.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.